Nicole Smith's daughter. Try not to gasp when you see. The lives of famous people, especially their kids, are so interesting to us. Watch these star kids grow up now. They include the twins of George and Amal Clooney, Robin, the daughter of Andre the Giant, and many more. Liv Moore. If Julianne Moore ever needed an actress to play her when she was younger, her daughter is the one she should choose. Liv looks a lot like her mom when she's little. Besides getting her mother's face and hair, she also got her killer smile. Liv already has a good chance of getting into Hollywood because of all this. The business is ready to accept her if she wants to follow in her mother's path. Liv has been in a few movies already, like The Rebound and Trust the Man, but she says she'd rather be a fashion model. Issa Almana. Issa, Janet Jackson's 6-year-old son, is her main focus. She had him when she was 50 years old with her then-husband, Wissam Almana. Issa is already interested in music, just like his uncle, Michael, his mother, and the rest of his family. Questlove of The Roots gave him a drum kit. The young musician has tried playing the violin and cello, and even made a cello out of cardboard for school. Issa's love of music began early. As a baby, he liked Bruno Mars and even tried to copy Michael Jackson's famous dance moves. Jackson praised her son's singing skills, stating, "He makes up melodies, he carries a tune, and he has a really good pitch." She cares about his goals, whether they have to do with singing or not. This shows how committed she is to helping her lovely son's goals. Taylor Cranston. People think of Taylor Cranston as Hollywood royalty, since both of her parents work in the business. She was born on February 12, 1993. Both of her parents are artists. Her famous father, Bryan Cranston, is the showrunner for the TV show Breaking Bad. Robin Dearden is Taylor's mother, and you may know her from Magnum P.I. She seems to want to carry on the Cranston acting style. She went to the University of Southern California to follow her dreams, finished in 2015 with a B.A. in theater. Taylor's had cameos on TV shows like 101 Ways to Get Rejected and Sweet/Vicious, as well as a spot on her father's show, Breaking Bad. Tula Dempsey. Patrick Dempsey and Gillian Fink have been through a lot since they got married more than 20 years ago. They've been through a lot together, from saying they were getting a divorce to saying they were back together. Tula Dempsey, Dempsey and Fink's only daughter, looks just like Gillian. They have 2 young boys who are twins. Dempsey loves getting Tallulah's picture on Instagram and often brings her kids with him to red carpet events. He also doesn't hide how much he loves and admires Talulah. On Instagram, he wrote, "Can't believe you're 20. I love you, T." Dempsey said he was taking a break in 2016 because time goes by so quickly with my kids that I don't want to miss that. Caris Zeta Douglas. Caris is now starting to get respect in Hollywood, even though her parents are very famous actors Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones. Everyone turned their heads when she walked the red carpet in the 2023 Cannes Film Festival with her parents. By herself, Caris can shine and make a name for herself. When she recently posted a version of Shallow on Instagram, her singing skills wowed her fans. Even her mother, Catherine, praised Caris with great enthusiasm, shouting, "Caris, so cool, I wish I was there. I love you. Have a great time, kid." When Catherine won an Oscar on April 20th, 2003 for her part in the movie Chicago from 2002, she was 9 months pregnant with Caris and due any day. Ella Blue Travolta. Ella Blue was born in the year 2000. Her parents are stars John Travolta, most famous for Grease and Saturday Night Fever, and Kelly Preston, most famous for Jerry Maguire. Just like her parents, she's chosen to work in movies as a job. She had her first part in the movie Old Dogs when she was 9 years old. Her father played one of the 2 main roles, and her mother played a minor role. Since then, she's only been in one movie, The Poison Rose, which was met with mixed reviews when it came out in 2019. She's also known for her work with the Church of Scientology, where she grew up. Hannah Celic. Hannah Celic is a beautiful girl who was born in 1988 to a famous man with mustache, Tom Selleck, and his wife, Jilly Joan Mack. Instead of going into Hollywood like her father did, she's decided to live a quiet life on the horse farm she owns and runs. Hannah fell in love with horses on her parents' ranch, and her skills got better over time. By the time I was 14, I was very good at both ballet and riding. I had to decide then if I wanted to do well at either one. I loved horses. It became very important to me after that. She's still working as a rider. Sidney Simpson. Sidney is O.J. Simpson's youngest child. Simpson is an athlete and star who's best known for supposedly killing his wife. O.J. says Sidney was only 8 years old when her mother was killed. That night, she and her 5-year-old brother were both asleep. Sidney finished at Boston University and is now at St. Petersburg, Florida. Now that she's done with school, she worked as an event planner. She then opened her own business in Florida after moving there. These days, she owns 3 homes and a restaurant. Dakota Johnson. When Dakota Johnson got the part of Anastasia Steele in the worldwide hit movie series 50 Shades, she made a name for herself in Hollywood. Since her parents, Don Johnson and Melanie Griffith, are both famous stars, everyone thought she'd become a star. Ultimately, she was able to meet or exceed their hopes. There was no doubt that Dakota made it big on her own, even though that part was always going to get her attention. Before she was in 50 Shades, she was in 21 Jump Street, The 5-Year Engagement, The Social Network, and Need for Speed. Suspiria and Bad Times at the El Royale are 2 of her most recent projects. Danielle Burkhead. Danielle Lisa Burkhead and Anna Nicole Smith had a girl named Hope Marshall Burkhead on September 7, 2017. Things went badly for her at the start of her life. Her older brother died, and when she was 5 months old, her mother overdosed and died. As Danielle got older, custody battles and other problems became very hard for her. But she finally saw the light at the end of the tunnel when a DNA test proved that she was Larry Burkhead's daughter. This meant that her dad could have control of her. Fans hope that Danielle's sad past won't get in the way of her bright future as a model and actress. Hazel Motor. This pretty girl is 17 years old and is the daughter of famous actress Julia Roberts and director Daniel Motor. They've been married since 2002 and have 3 kids together, 2 sets of twins. Hazel's one of them, and Phineas is her twin brother. George is their younger brother. Julia Roberts and her husband have never been big on social media and have always wanted to keep their kids as safe as possible. It means that Hazel and her brothers are growing up out of the spotlight. She did have a small part in Mother's Day, her mother's love comedy drama from 2016, and her first public appearance was on the red carpet at the Cannes Film Festival in 2021. She seemed very at ease in front of the cameras. We can't wait to see more of this young woman who looks great. Ella and Alexander Clooney. In June 2017, the world got 2 beautiful babies. But what else could we expect from parents who are Hollywood's most wanted leading guy and a bright human rights lawyer? Early on in life, Ella and Alexander Clooney showed a great sense of fun and wit. George once said, "They already pull pranks, they're very fun and smart, and put peanut butter on their shoes." Parents say that their 2 little miracles are already bilingual and can speak English and Italian very well. Their intelligence seems to have grown over the past year. George joked they can already do all their ABCs in English and Italian, but I can't do that in English. Kids with good genes and also kids who are responsible. Zelda Williams. Zelda Williams is the daughter of the famous actor Robin Williams and his second wife, Marcia Garces Williams. She was named after the main character from the popular Nintendo series, The Legend of Zelda. Robin Williams liked the video game series a lot, which is why he named his daughter after the princess. It was only when she was 5 years old that the actor made her acting debut. Zelda finally got her big break in an ad for The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time 3D in 2011. This led to her appearing as a guest star in the 25th anniversary event, The Legend of Zelda series.